Hey guys, so watch this video here for Tuesday, July 14th, showing you the SPY had a gap up and a rally and then a nasty intraday reversal. Look how this thing closed. So pretty ugly reversal today. As far as the chat room, man, if you didn't make it today, you missed a huge day. I mean, as always, it almost doesn't matter what the market does. The teamwork in there found some really good stuff. I'm going to show you a couple highlights. I've already got screenshots from earlier tweets. VXRT kind of explaining here, took this screenshot, why I called it back through 9. It was on the morning gap play list. I already had it on the watch list video from yesterday too, because I like the chart. Then it turned into a gapper, sells off and comes right back up. So we had a whole number inflection point, 9, a break of 9, with red to green, which you can't see, it's kind of hidden by the arrow, and high of day break just above on a recent high flyer, right? So several things lined up for this one, and it was the second mouse through 9. So several things that we teach all converged to give you the call through 9, and it ended up, I just took a screenshot, so that shows it only going to about 1060. If I switch over here to VXRT and show you what it did today, it actually went from that 9 break all the way to 1353, really without looking back. Later in the day, I even called it, Wayne said to me, he said, someone's going to think we planned that. We literally both posted this, took a screenshot in chat. Looks like the exact same second. And that was after VXRT came out with like that offering news, right? And it looked like it was going to tank, so it starts to sell off. And next thing you know, it's right back up. We both called this back through 11. It was an ad for Wayne and initial idea for me, not counting the other call, right? So I'll just show you where that was real quick too. All right, so right here is where they had the offering news come out and it went down. Next thing you know, it's right back up on this next candle. And you saw Wayne and I both posted through 11 idea with the earlier high just above. And it didn't look back from that one either. So a couple really nice ones in VXRT today. MRNA. See this pullback right here? And I took a screenshot of this. Straight out of our pullback. We even have a free webinar on pullbacks. We teach it in the course, but we even have a free webinar. You can see my fill right there, 70.88. I think it went down to 70.60 something. And you can see the post and chat the idea. MRNA nearing whole number flush. That was below 71 what I was talking about. And I said around the 520, which is the red line. And I parked a bid right there, 70.88, got filled. And I'll switch back. You can see what this one did. Whoops. Took a screenshot of something else too. There was the entry. So from 70.88 went all the way up to almost 78 bucks. So a couple of really nice highlights. There was an afternoon one I called, what was it? VOXL. Gave the idea of a high of day break before it broke the high of day, by the way. And then it ended up ripping. I believe that was over $1.30. It might have been over this high. I honestly can't remember now. Either way, really nice. I said the daily is looking really good here. It ended up kind of giving some back by the end of the day, but I just think that's because the market was so heavy. Anyway, there was a few highlights, and Wayne had several other good calls too, but in the interest of time, I'm going to get going here, and let me look at this list and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I think we've got it here. So here's what we're watching for tomorrow. Remember, when you watch my videos, I'm an intraday trader. Nice little volume spike in SINT. It's kind of been holding the $1.50 to 2 area after this big move here, and now it's starting to curl back up. Got some, if I go to 5-minute candle, you see the afternoon volume it got, and held up pretty well. So I want to watch that one. BOXL, I talked about the daily on that one. Definitely want to watch that for a red to green or something along those lines tomorrow. HHT. You had a kind of a big pop back here, but it sold off again here, and now it's really starting to firm up, so it's very close to a possible breakout. I would note the 200-day is about where it closed, right at 125. But kind of an interesting chart. VXRT, I already talked about a couple calls in the room today. Very, very strong day for this one. I want to watch that one too. Going forward tomorrow, maybe a red to green. HTVX, talked about that one. I like the daily, kind of had a big breakout today. So we're going to watch that for a follow-through day tomorrow. OSMT had the big breakout yesterday and then kind of a quiet, much lower inside day today. So we're going to watch that for a third day play. AYRO. Now I got a few electric vehicle plays that were really, really on fire, and now have had like 4 days down in a row into the buy zone area between the blue and red line there that we teach. So this is one of them, AYRO, overdue for a bounce. I like the looks of it. Remember, just looking for an intraday A+ bounce setup. Same with SOLO, SOLO, and then BLNK. All three of these, same space, electric vehicle space, and even though Blink is charging station, same thing. Certainly want to watch all three of these, and they're all down into that buy zone we talked about. And then lastly, I didn't type that right, INMD. It's a tough one for me to type for some reason. Nothing really interesting here, except that in after hours, this thing ripped and went up to, let's see, this can't be right, can it? 31? I think I have the wrong symbol. All right, I knew I'd figured it out. It's INMB, which is interesting anyway because it's been running for 3 days, big volume today. But that's not why it's on watch. It's on watch because in after hours, this thing shot up through $20 and ended up, let's see, after hour session's over 17, went out around 17. So had some news after hours, certainly worth watching tomorrow. Not a big list, right? Not a big list. Usually I have a bigger list, but we'll also add some gappers to this. I think that big sell-off this afternoon probably made a lot of charts not stand out anymore, and that's probably why I couldn't find that much. But I think there's going to be plenty to trade. It's been a great market, and let's keep it going, keep the teamwork going. I'll see you all in chat in the morning.